Amidst the galaxy of pioneers that lit up the Renaissance sky, Abraham Zacuto, a lesser-known yet brilliant celestial navigator, shone with the brilliance that guided many explorative voyages into the unknown corners of the Earth. This Jewish astronomer and mathematician stirred the seas of change, influencing monumental expeditions, including those led by none other than Christopher Columbus. Today, his masterpiece, the Almanac Perpetuum, remains a landmark not only in the history of navigation, but also in the history of science. But who was this man whose work silently steered the course of history? How did a scholar during the turmoil-filled Spanish Inquisition leave a mark that would extend beyond millennia? Born in Salamanca, Spain in 1452, Abraham Zacuto was well placed in the epicenter of European intellectual revival. His copious interests in the stars and astrolabes began in the University of Salamanca, one of the leading scholarly sanctuaries of the Renaissance. It was here that Zacuto's early life unfolded in the pursuit of celestial patterns and intricate mathematical theorems, which would later lay the foundation for his monumental contributions to science and navigation. The very walls of Salamanca seemed to pulse with intellectual currents which shaped Zacuto's pursuits. His education was heavily intertwined with the spirit of inquiry that defined the Renaissance. Masters in Salamanca taught that the stars and planets moved according to divine and predictable laws, a philosophy that Zacuto internalized and built upon. He was not merely a passive recipient of knowledge, but an active innovator, busy recalculating planetary positions and streamlining astronomical tables. Perhaps what stood out most during Zacuto's academic tenure was his seminal development of a new type of astrolabe. This portable, simplified version was more accurate than its predecessors and far easier to use, which not only furthered the academic community's understanding of astronomy, but also had practical implications for seafaring, effectively changing the face of navigation. The impact of this invention was not confined to the walls of academia. It reached the very ships that ventured into uncharted territories. The late 15th century was a time of feverish exploration, fueled by the newfound capability to traverse vast and treacherous oceans. Abraham Zacuto's Almanac Perpetuum surfaced during this poignant epoch and emerged as an indispensable guide for navigators. His detailed astronomical tables and refined solar and lunar positions enabled sailors to calculate their geographical location with unprecedented accuracy, a tool critical not just for Columbus, but for all subsequent mariners venturing into the unknown. This new terrain of astronomical navigation had profound implications. Suddenly, European sailors armed with Zacuto's tables found themselves capable of navigating by the stars with confidence rather than best guesses. The ripple effect of his work touched several pivotal explorations. Notably, Zacuto's works were used extensively by Vasco da Gama during his voyage around the Cape of Good Hope to India, marking a significant milestone in the history of global exploration and commerce. Further solidifying Zacuto's influence was his personal involvement with exploratory figures. Historical records suggest that Abraham Zacuto directly advised King John II of Portugal on navigation issues, deeply engaging with the practical aspects of sea travel. His guidance underpinned some of the most daring Portuguese exploratory ventures of the time, testimony to his pivotal role in ushering in a new era of global exploration. His work effectively shrunk the world, bringing distant lands within reach and intertwining previously isolated cultures. Beyond the golden sunsets and journeys across the seas, Zacuto's legacy endures robustly in the annals of history. Post-expulsion from Spain, his life and work continued to resonate, a beacon of scientific thought in a tumultuous world. The starry constellations that once captivated the medieval mind continue to be navigational aids, thanks in significant part to Zacuto's groundbreaking work, linking us back to a time when the night sky was both a mystery and a map. In exploring the life of Abraham Zacuto, we travel back to a time when stars were more than just twinkling lights in the sky. They were signposts of human ambition and curiosity. Zacuto's contributions were not merely theoretical, but laid the groundwork for an interconnected world, proving that the movements of the heavens could have very earthly, roaring consequences. His work remains, undimmed by the centuries, a testament to the spirit of exploration and the enduring desire to understand our place in the universe. The narrative of his life reminds us that in the chase of the unknown, sometimes the most significant discoveries come from those who dare to navigate by the stars.